Ah, hey, there we go. Don't look at my hair. Something I get asked about a lot is how I travel with makeup. How do I pick what I want? Because I'm obviously very much a makeup maximalist, and I've lived the days of traveling with way too much makeup, and I think you guys will really like this. This is semi-inspired by Alexa Chan Blake because she just did like her makeup kit just in general, and I really enjoyed that. And I normally don't show product individually, but I think you guys would really like that. So we're gonna go through the way that I travel with my makeup. Oh, that's cute. I haven't unpacked from New York yet either. So that's all here. Don't even look at my hair. That's all here and ready for you. If you haven't already, make sure you subscribe and turn on post notifications so you never miss a post. And if you want to unlock my secrets and see what I travel with and why, please keep on watching. Okay, this is her. This Air Canada tag actually came on when I was in Scotland because I carried this as a carry-on. I no longer do that anymore. I always just I always check my luggage. All the makeup goes in there. If it disappears, I will live. My mentality is I'm the exception and nothing bad ever happens to me. So no, my makeup's always fine. So this is what I have. And this is something that the MAC Canada team had sent me. That lip thing, like 2 summers ago, this is what the PR came in. You can get these on Amazon. I'll link mine below. I believe I have it in my storefront. This, I believe, is the small size. I do have 2 of the larges in my kit as well. This top portion has the flap that holds all your pencil. It has a zipper side pocket, and then it has all of the sections here. So these little things can be removed so you can resize them however you need it to. The biggest piece of advice that I could give you guys is really think about your makeup favorites. Not the ability to do a lot of makeup, but what are the things, like if you spontaneously were gonna go on the hottest date with the hottest person you've ever seen, what makeup do you wanna wear? There are core things. So I have downsized a lot because I'm like, I know what I'm going to wear. One of my other big pieces of advice too is do your makeup and pack at the same time so you don't miss anything. So obviously, here we have Hyperreal Serumizer and Serumizer Eye. I would prefer to travel with the tiniest sizes, but I also don't really care. I know that with these, my skin will always, always, always look good. The Serumizer Eye is new, but I've had mine for a little bit longer. So this guarantees I don't have to think about my skincare. So now I've just eliminated having a lot of other skincare products. Sunscreen. I'm not a huge sunscreen person, but I do wear the Provage City Smart one. Do you want me to? And then anything that doesn't fit in the bag, because you're probably like, Miss Megan, where is your Fix Plus? I will show you how I have to travel with other bigger bottles. Then I think about my base. These are my non-negotiable base products. Strobe Dewy Skin Tint is always gonna go down first. And then for coverage, Studio Fix Tech. They both come with me all the time. This is like the ultimate base duo. I swear to God, if you're sleeping on this, I don't know what to tell you. It's so good. And this is, I don't want to waste this. That's how much you need, okay? The way that it will blend into the skin, especially when it's on top of something as juicy and glossy and glowy as this. Oh, you will die. Then next is obviously concealer. So I always think like, how can I maximize my concealer? Like what do I need it for the most? I have the Prep and Prime pen in Bright Forecast. So this color corrects my eye. And then my concealer of choice is a Studio Radiance concealer. So that I know I can highlight my face, I can brighten under my eye. And then in a scenario, because it is lighter than my Strobe Dewy Skin Tint, I can create a whole other type of foundation look without having another foundation product. So you're really stretching how your concealer works. I bought this while I was in New York. I don't know how I feel about it. It's the Natasha Denona High Glam Concealer. I'm unsure right now. Then comes, how do you shape the face? So I don't want the makeup to exceed what's in here. So you really have to narrow down favorites. And I love blush and I love contour. So I opt for cream because cream makes me happy. I mean, I have both, but realistically, this is the product that has to go down because of how I like my base to be built. This is the Kevyn Aucoin Contrast Sticked and Chiseled. Then one of the hardest things for me to pick is blush. And I made a grave error back in the day where when I was wearing Blush Please a lot of the time, I didn't bring it with me and it was horrific. So I always have to have a base blush, which is always going to be something that's like bronzy, so that no matter what lip I choose, what outfit, like whatever the case may be, this will always serve me. Then on the days that you want a little bit of color, you have your color blush. So this is True Harmony and this is Totally Synced. And I can do anything with these. And then think about like your must-have products. So the way my cheeks look is very, very important to me. So having high gloss, high shine, I need. So I took this with me too. It's more in that golden bronzy shade, so it plays into how I like my skin to look. And this is Glowing Treasure from the MAC Holiday Collection. So it's a metallic cream blush. Like my base is more important over everything. So of course, this can never leave my side. This is Global Glow. I just got a fresh one. And you'll see that they really resemble each other, except this is powder. The other one has more of a wet look. They blur the skin differently. But this is what marries my whole cheek together. That's a must. And then powder products. So this is C8 Studio Fix powder. So I use this as bronzer because it has that more golden olive undertone to it, so it doesn't add any orange into my skin. So that I have to have because I can also use it on my eyes. And then my absolute favorite setting powder is the Studio Fix Pro Set and Blur in Lavender. I just love how this looks on my skin, and that's what I set everywhere the other powder products didn't go. Of course, lip mask. So they are like, it's pretty deep. Like the Studio Fix powder fits perfectly, but obviously you can rearrange these. And this is kind of the best one that I found. And I'm the type of person, if it doesn't fit in here, I'm not bringing it. So for eyes, I kind of went into this trip knowing the certain looks I was going to use. And I only brought, well, I have an eyeshadow palette, but in terms of singles, where's my 24-hour eye base? Okay, 24-hour eye base. Maybe I forgot it at the hotel. That's crazy. That's okay. It's fine. We're going to pretend 24-hour eye base. Something I like to do, and maybe you guys can do this in like a project pan situation if you're traveling, is I'll start to use up the old stuff that I really like. Like these two products are so important to me. This is Daygleam Pressed Pigment, and this is Deeply Dashing. I'm not swatching Daygleam because I don't want to run out of it. So these are special to me, so I'll always travel with those because when I go out, it makes me feel good. So I brought the two pressed pigments because I know that I'm either going to do a really dark eye or I'm going to do some type of iridescence, so I don't need a lot of other things. And then kind of the same concept, depending on the eye I'm building. Sometimes I want that base down. This is Groundwork Paint Pot. This is one of my favorites. I know that looks dry, but it's not, and you can see the theme here. And sometimes that's like a texture thing. And then I also brought this. This is one of the new Magic Scale liquids. Because again, if I'm going to alter something and bring multiple product, I would rather have different textures to build a look than just like multiple powder eyeshadows. And then because I knew I was going to wear one of my graphic liners. I love putting P is for pink, like all, I mean, I don't even think the camera does it justice. Yeah, all in the center. So that was a must. So I ended up pairing Day Gleam and this together. And then the top section here, lip liners, eye, mascara, lash, brow. That's how I put it. And listen, this is too much. Oh, but I did buy 2. Okay. Unnecessary amount of lip liners, but we know that lip liner is important to me. The reason that I try not to bring a ton of lip liner is because I always end up buying. I love buying a lip liner when I travel. So I did pick up 2 of the e.l.f. liners. Baddest Beige. And what was this one? Mauve Aside. Which I did like how it looked in the hotel room. Always and sometimes I'll bring 2, Stone and Greige. So that is a must. Must, 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 triple must, always must. Like there's one in the purse I was carrying as well. Then I think about color options. Like what if you want something, what if I want something a little bit more brown? I brought Oak and Hodgepodge. I did not use either of them. Actually, I used Hodgepodge once. But same thing, like having those multiple tones is a must. Then I wasn't sure how fancy I was gonna get with my lip combos on this trip. Coffee and Caviar. Coffee is an eye pencil. Caviar is a lip pencil, but I also like to use coffee on my eye. So it's a win-win to always have this one. This always travels with me too. This is the Studio Chromographic pencil. This is to clean up like around the edge of my lip. And it kind of has the texture of concealer. So here I have the Mod Beauty M1990 and Whirl. So they're my like pink options. I really ended up wearing Cool Spice a lot more. That's Cool Spice. That's M1990. And that's Whirl. Another Stone. And then sometimes I work backwards. So I've been really into this Unearthly lip oil in Fog. So I know that the lip I'm vibing with is going to be something that's a little bit more on the subtle side. So you can also build your look based off of the thing you're in at that specific moment. The specific moment that you're packing, what are you into, and build your looks around that. Then comes the eyeliners. So this is like no questions asked. Both of these come with me everywhere, BrushBrown and BrushBlack. It is the greatest, I don't care what anybody says, this is one of the greatest brush tip liquid eyeliners. So they always, always, always come with me in both shades. These 2 are a must as well. Costa Riche works for all of my brown eye looks. And then this is the Melt Black Onyx. You've seen me use this all the time. It's so black, it's so rich, it's so creamy. This is a must. And then I know with having something that's so blendable, I can make any kind of eye look just with these on its own. I don't need to have a ton of eyeshadow. And then at the moment I was packing, I couldn't find coffee. So I brought Cacao from Makeup Forever, not Makeup Forever, from Melt as an alternative. And then these are like what I call for fun. So sometimes I want that little bit of shimmer. I'm not gonna swatch Isn't It Ironic because it's almost out. That's all I have left. But that's a gray shimmer. And then Serial Monogamist, which has a green olive, which I really love with Coquette. Sometimes, depending on if I think I'll really use them or not, and I did use this one, I'll skip on these if I'm really trying to like envision myself doing my makeup. This is a lash applicator tool from MAC, so it just holds on, it's curved, so it holds on to the lashes really well. And then I brought 2 different types of glue. I like to put the white one, like initially I'll put the white one on, and then sometimes I'll carry the black one around depending on how my eyes are doing. If it's like really windy and my eyes are gonna get watery and it's gonna pop off, I'll bring the black one with me. Mascara, these are the only options. Max Stack Waterproof Extended Play on the bottom. If I had to pick just one, I'm going with the Extended Play because of how tiny the wand is. And honestly, my bottom lashes are more important to me than my top lashes because my top lashes, I always wear fake ones, so it doesn't really matter. And this is a waterproof formula. That's also a must. And then for eyebrows, these are the only things I need. Obviously 24-hour eye base. But rest in peace to the Shape and Shade brow markers. I'm going to have to move over to like the Maybelline one. I just have to get the right color. But I think I have 3 of these left and maybe 4 of these. So I'm okay for now. And then the Pro Locked Brow Gel, which I didn't think I was going to love as much as I do. But now with the 24-hour eye base duo, it's incredible. And then tucked in back here in the side pockets. Oh, look, I actually brought an extra Shape and Shade brow just in case mine ran out. I brought 2 choices of lashes. So these are my 86s, which you can't get anymore. And then these are 83s and 88s stacked together as my big lash. But I love that these just like tuck into the side. Oh, the 24 eye base was down in here. I couldn't see it. Duh. And now we have the lipstick. So really what it comes down to is what are the vibes today. So I know, how did I pick these? So I couldn't find Thanks It's Mac in time. So then I said, okay, I can figure out how to create something similar. So Thanks It's Mac will always travel with me, but if I can't, then I have to come up with other things. So the options were Alone Time. You can see I mixed, but this was Bubbles to lighten. And then Cool Teddy would be a base. So those 3 make a Thanks It's Mac for me because I honestly just didn't feel like searching for it. That gives me my like go-to base lipstick. But then what do I want for the vibes, right? These I would consider the vibes. So we have Stone, Acting Natural, and Folio. These are weird shades that make me happy. So putting these with any type of pairing, any liner is going to give me vibes. So, Folio, Stone, Acting Natural. So we have our base colors, we have our vibe colors. Now, obviously you could use grayish in some of these scenarios to like mix things, but I'm a lip girl, I don't want to. Then I have what I would call my adjusters. Now with the new nudes, Nova, which is blue. You can see there's color on top. This I would use to color correct any warmth. Jet, I would use if I want to tint or make anything darker. Gel is what I would use. I really didn't need this because I had Bubbles, but if I didn't want it as light as Bubbles, then I'd go with Gel. Gel is to make it look like I have lip gloss on, but it's not really lip gloss. And then It's Personal was just specifically for a certain lip look, but I wanted to have it with me. And then this will always come with me. This is my staple custom palette. And then this is where I'll put like the bigger bottles of things because again, I'm checking everything. So I just toss it all in here. Something leaked. It was the oil. It's not closed. Great. So this is where like Fix Plus Stay Over, Fix Plus Magic Radiance. That's where all of this goes, just in here. So your travel makeup does not have to be overwhelming. Think of it as your, like the best version of you, the best ways that you like to wear your makeup, the best makeup look you have, kind of build it off of there. And that's how you make it easier for yourself when you're packing. And that was only like for 4 days. I would use that if I was going away for 2 weeks. Your travel makeup kit really is like the best version of you. It's whatever you're really into at the moment. And it's whatever really looks like your makeup style. So think of it that way as opposed to like, what makeup do I need to pack in case of blank? Like when I look at all of this product, I'm obsessed with it. I love it. If you don't know what you would pack, you don't know what you like about makeup, and you just need like tips and tricks to figure out what it is that you do like, you can join my free SKOOL community, skoolwithak.com/Miss Megan, where you can hang out with a lot of other beauty obsessed makeup lovers and talk all things makeup and learn some tips and tricks along the way. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope that you enjoyed this different style of video. If you haven't already, make sure you subscribe and turn on post notifications so you never miss a post. Follow me on TikTok and Instagram, all under the same name, @Miss Megan Robinson. And until then, I'll see you next time. Bye.